Alright guys, we're going to continue to talk about the Bitcoin price action, what I kind of expect to happen next, especially with CPI tomorrow. So let's discuss this stuff, but first, my new partner MEXC has an exclusive event that they put out for you guys. If you use my referral link to sign up down below, you can get some nice futures rewards. It is based off of trading volume, so go ahead check that out if you're at all interested. Also JumpX, they're a new up and coming exchange. They have launched a new update to their platform to allow for some insanely high leverage. I don't recommend doing high leverage, but just so you know, you can do like 500x for crypto pairs, which is kind of ridiculous. I would never trade with that much leverage, but have at it. It's a nice feature they offer. Might as well have it as an option. I think they're the first crypto exchange to ever have that high of leverage. So hey, that's pretty cool. But let's jump into this Bitcoin price action now, because we have continued the rally to the upside. No pullback in sight quite yet. I said in yesterday's video, don't be surprised if we come down to fill the CME gap, and I'm still going to caution that you should not be FOMOing into longs or anything like that up at this level, because we probably are going to come down here to fill the CME gap or even a lower sweep in the lows, especially when we have CPI tomorrow, right? CPI day normally pretty volatile, similar to FOMC day, so don't be surprised if we get some quick scam wicks, something like this, before heading on up further, and that's kind of what I'm going to be hoping for. I'm not in a long position right now because I don't trade on the weekends because of the CME gaps that get created, so I want to be patient, see if we can pull back here. Still expecting a bit more of a flush before we head on up higher, but we might not get it. We'll see. We got some hourly bear divs going on right now. You can see on the RSI we have flat highs, whereas we have higher highs on price. That is an exaggerated bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame, and then on the hourly time frame we got lower highs with higher highs, so an hourly bear div. But we have gotten above volume, right? We have points of control throughout here that we have gotten above, and we're now starting to flip it into support. So on a level basis, this is actually very bullish. On the RSI, it's bearish, whereas on a liquidity basis, it's kind of 50-50. We already closed out a lot of the shorts, so potential pullback after that, but there's also a lot of shorts that have not been closed out, especially over here on Bybit. You see when we came down and made this original dump to the lows, a lot of positions opened with this open interest. CVD went down, and we have not reset this open interest. You would expect the flush on the open interest to take out all the shorts that opened up here, and we just haven't seen that yet. So probably going to see us continue up on higher until we do close out those shorts before a potential pullback does come in. We'll see how it plays out. Kind of 50-50 where we are, just in the middle of a range going into a big news catalyst tomorrow. So don't expect price action to be too predictable right now, but overall still at a big supportive level here on the chart on the weekly time frame. And this structure we're making right now after accepting back over the 50 EMA is very, very bullish and could send us straight up to all-time highs or even higher into the final phases of this bull run that are usually the most euphoric, the most parabolic, especially for your risk on assets such as the altcoin market. And Total 3 looks absolutely amazing where we are right here, continuing to print some really good gains on many of your altcoins, still doing double digits daily. So yeah, I know I've said it a couple times before, like, hey, altcoin season, and I'm going to say it again, altcoin season, but I think this time is more valid than ever because it is kind of now or never for the actual altcoin season. So I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to get back above value area low, and then after we can reclaim that value area low, you're going to target value area high at around $1 trillion market cap for your altcoin market, or at least getting above our previous local highs for the year. Somewhere within this range is going to be my conservative target, and then of course if we can flip this into support, then you're looking to go to the absolute moon. That is a scenario where Bitcoin goes beyond a swing fail of all-time highs, beyond an uprush after distribution where it goes to $200, $300, $500,000, which is possible with the catalyst of Bitcoin becoming a reserve currency for the world, which some politicians have signaled might be the case. So we'll just have to see. That's a lot of speculation. Now I want to jump into the stock market. So coming over here to the S&P 500, we talked about this 50 daily EMA. Let's actually go to the futures chart to see it a little bit better. We got below this and came back up, retraced to it, and we wanted to see that get reclaimed. And after making a nice wick to the downside, we have reclaimed it. So not super convincingly, especially not on futures. On the US markets, we did get a convincing close above. But so far, I do like the bullish hammer above the 50 EMA. This is structurally looking very, very nice, especially on the higher term time frame. As we talked about yesterday, this is set up to go ahead and launch us into all-time highs convincingly, not just kind of chop here and then maybe do a swing fail it back down. No, this is set up to actually have a bit of a reaccumulation for a larger burst up into all-time highs, potentially going to like $6,000. But we'll see. A lot of our recessionary indicators are still flashing, so probably going to see some sort of distribution here on the S&P 500, unless it is just going to be a full-on blow off top for all assets. In my opinion, what's going to happen is you're going to see more distribution in the S&P 500. So maybe you come up, swing fail, do some sort of distribution pattern here, whereas on the Russell we could see us come back up and actually start flipping this stuff all to support and going for a bit more of a blow off top here on the Russell 2K and your smaller cap stocks. So we'll see what happens. Currently still back testing the value area high of the bear market range. So this would be your Wyckoff accumulation, right? Bear market, breakout, back test, go. And when we go here on the Russell, that's what I'm saying, we're probably going to see it just massively start outperforming the S&P 500, which would indicate in crypto we would see a similar thing with Bitcoin and altcoins. Bitcoin would start underperforming all of your altcoins, and altcoins would go to the absolute moon. But only time will tell. Bitcoin dominance is coming up once again today, so we'll see if this can print another lower high. You know, we want these lower highs now that we have a lower lows, and we can start the trend of money flowing into the altcoins. And this is where eventually you see just alts going absolutely ballistic, and you see 10-20x's across the board for many of your good assets, which hopefully comes pretty soon. I think people are going to be pretty surprised when Bitcoin does take off, assuming it does take off, because it will move very fast and altcoins will move even faster. But we'll see what happens. We're not out of the woods yet. Dollar is looking very bullish right now, so that's not the best sign ever, because this is inversely correlated with Bitcoin. But we have seen Bitcoin go up with the dollar, and that is something that happened during the dot-com bubble, is that the dollar ran with stocks. So we'll see if that does happen again. It's called dollar milkshake theory. And then just don't forget, we got to see a meat gap down here. Even if we come up on higher, don't be surprised if we do come all the way back down before heading on up, especially with the news catalyst tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of volatility. Some of that volatility might be to the downsides. So just get ready for that. But depending on what the numbers say, it could just send us parabolic, and we could not fill that CME gap until we enter the next bear market. So yeah, I think we got some exciting times ahead of us. Let's see how it all plays out. And if you have any questions about anything I talked about, or just want to join the community for this channel, link to my Discord is in the description down below. Also VIP Discord below that. We just did our weekly meeting today, where I'm trying to provide as much value as possible, help you guys out if you are struggling specifically with leveraged trading. And it is still a work in progress, trying to figure it all out, get a routine going to get it to where I want it. So because it's not quite there yet, it is 25% off. I'm going to keep that deal running until I think it is fully complete, so you can go ahead, use equal 25, get yourself a $10 discount on it. Decide for yourself if it's worth your money or not. Click the link in the description down below. It's not a signals group, by the way. And then also below those links are all of my exchange partners that all offer their own perks and benefits and have exclusive bonuses and rewards to those of you that use my referral links to sign up. So don't miss out on that. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.